Hello everybody, my name's Atley. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel if you're a returning viewer. I'm going to do something different. So in the last episode we were in Wisconsin and we had moved to the Greenwoods River map and were ready to crack on with railway tracks and the big sequoia trees and so on. But I had a comment suggesting this and I'm inclined to do it anyway. So I am going to basically move to Ontario and I'm going to do that now. So I thought about doing a special expedition like I normally do, and I've decided not to do that. I'm just going to do Ontario as a season while it's new, while it's fresh. It'll give me and viewers something a bit new and spicy to watch, hopefully. And certainly for me, something that looks like a really good expansion. Popular opinion is that this is the best expansion they've done for a long time. So I am going to do Ontario as my next season. I'm going to start that now, and then we'll resume season 6 Wisconsin at the end of this and finish Wisconsin, and then decide what to do after that. So up until now, I have done all of the regions in release order, and apart from special expeditions, I haven't deviated from release order. But yeah, for this one, this looks like a good map. I'm really interested in it, so I want to go and play it. So I don't really want to rob Wisconsin of trucks. So I'm going to go a little bit limited on trucks, at least to start with. And what I've done is I've prepared the Voron AE in Holy Trinity mode to come and be my main workhorse to start with until I get other trucks. So that's going to be deployed at a cost of 3,500. And then the other one I'm going to do is I'll bring through the YAR 87 as a scout, because this map to me, just look at the map real quick. This map to me looks like, I haven't got any experience of this map, but it looks like the watchtowers are few and far between. So this is going to be a map where the exploration trailer probably is going to play a part. So I just want a scout that has the ability to tow the exploration trailer. And then I've also robbed Wisconsin of the Chevy Kodiak because it's full of fuel. And I don't know the fuel situation. I've really avoided other people's content of Ontario. I'm going to try and learn this as I go. But yeah, this is my hard mode and I'm going to start Ontario. And hopefully that's okay with people. I think it'd be quite interesting, quite fun for me, hopefully good fun for you guys as well. So we'll deploy 3 trucks that I've just discussed. So that's going to be a total cost of just over 10 grand. Pretty sure I haven't got any storage here. Oh yeah, okay. I can deploy all of them. I thought this was one of the garages that you couldn't have more than one truck in the garage. I think that's main, isn't it? So we'll deploy that one. And then we'll deploy the YAR. And that's going to be my 3 trucks to start us off. This is full of fuel. I fueled it up in the last episode. Not thinking I would be coming here with it, but I fueled it up in the last episode for Wisconsin purposes. But I've still got the Tatra Phoenix and a fuel trailer in Greenwoods River, so I feel like I'm not robbing Greenwoods too badly. Let's jump back in the garage and get probably the AE to start with, because I think we're going to get straight into some cargo from what I've seen. I had a comment from Lexa, thank you very much as always, Lexa, giving me a bit of a starter on the first stages of unlocking the dairy, and I'd like to get the dairy today if possible, but we'll see how much work that takes. So having got the trucks out the garage, let's have a quick look at the contracts. Yeah, we want the fire monster, so we want this truck because we want to be able to unlock this dairy, because everybody says it's a brilliant truck. And to do that you need to complete service center and exploring the burned out something or other, whatever the rest of that is. So service center is available to me. Let's activate that. And exploring the burnt out infrastructure is also available to me, which is a POI. So I'll probably use the YAR for that. But let's get some cargo done first. And I need metal rolls, metal beams, bricks. What I don't know is what the fuel situation is on this map for hard mode. So I'm going to have to find fuel. And at the moment, I don't have access to the trailer store. If I get this done, then I'll have a trailer store and I'll be able to buy an exploration trailer and I'll be able to start doing scans to find resources. Because there's no watchtower near this. Oh, that's handy. There's no watchtower near this garage to open up the garage area. We'll take the AE. I don't have a trailer, so whatever cargo I'm shifting, unless there's a trailer at my destination. But it's telling me there where I can get some of the cargo at least. So I'm just going to head onto the road and have a look. I don't know what the appropriate tyres are for this map yet. Obviously, I'm straight onto a decent bit of asphalt highway. If there's a lot of highway on this map, then I might shift from using these mud tyres. But generally, these mud tyres have done me good so far. I don't even know if this is the right way to get into this yard, but it looks like it, doesn't it? But yeah, Ontario, here we go. First look for me, and hopefully enjoyable season for you guys. So that, what's this? Let's just have a look down here, because it looks like it's the right direction for that. So let's say warehouse. Yeah, okay. I was also thinking, for anybody who's followed along my series for a while, you'll know that I took the Pacific P16 to Yukon to basically take it back to Canada, its home as a real-world truck. And then it didn't work out very well because of the ice. But I don't think there's any snow or ice in Ontario on this game, on this map. I know there is in the real world, but no, on this game, this map, I don't think there is. So I might end up bringing the Pacific here and giving it a second chance at doing some Canadian logging for me. Right, so let's park up. Engine off. Let's see what cargo I can get here. So I needed... What did I need again? So I need 2 metal rolls, 2 metal beams, and 2 bricks. So with this truck without a trailer, that's 4 trips. Let's see what I can get from here. Bricks, 3 cargo left, so that I need 2. That's good. Metal rolls is 3. I need 2. That's good. And then beams is 4. That's good as well. And then the other thing, for anybody that's new to the channel, I don't auto-load. I crane load stuff. So, again, that triggers some people, but it's my choice for my hard mode playthrough. Hopefully it's okay with you guys. Let's get the crane mode. Get this loaded up. And we'll do 4 trips with this cargo. It's pretty close though, it's not too bad, is it? Not use the AE for this type of job. I was going to bring the Grad, and then I remembered that the Grad can't take a trailer, whereas I'm pretty sure, I've not tried it, because the AE I got for logging in Wisconsin, medium logs, but I'm pretty sure I was told when I got it that it's a good truck that can do Holy Trinity, so hopefully that'll work out for me. Restore the crane, pack the cargo, back her up a little bit. And again, if there's anybody new to the channel, I'm driving with a Logitech G920, I think, steering wheel, pedal and shifter setup. So you'll occasionally hear clicks of steering wheels and gears. I edit out the worst ones, but if it happens in the middle of me talking, then there's going to be the sound of a real cab in the background. So this is, I think all 4 trips will go back to the same place. Could do with a trailer, because then I could do it in 2 trips, obviously, but I'm unlocking the trailer store. And I haven't seen what free trailers you get on the map yet. We'll have to check that town out, because usually if there's a town like that, there's usually going to be a fuel station. Oh, it's nice to have a new map. It's fairly quick, isn't it? In Wisconsin, I mostly had this truck in medium logging mode being towed behind the cat. So I haven't really driven the truck very much. That's the garage is also the fire station. Cool. I haven't driven this truck very much in its own right. It's usually been on the end of a tow rope. Cargo, metal beams, done. Yeah, and it's all the cargo comes here. That's great. Easy. Go back and get another metal beams. And again, just in case there are people that are new to the channel, because I'm doing the new DLC, it's all about choices, right? And one of my choices is I quite often slide off the road, driving too fast there on these tires for asphalt. So I manually load all my cargo. I only use large cranes if the cargo is bigger than 2 slots. So I'll use these little blue cranes or the yellow crane on a US truck to load anything up to 2 slots. But if it's bigger than 2 slots, then I use the large cranes. That's another one of my rules. I am obviously playing in hard mode, so I don't pay to recover vehicles. I'm past the point that money is an issue for hard mode, really. So I don't have too much risk in terms of that. I'm not going to be bankrupt if I had to deploy another vehicle to come and help me recover something, but I haven't yet. I'm not going to say it's impossible that I would ever use recover, because I could drop a truck into a ravine that would be impossible to recover. But yeah. And then the other thing is that I tend to show most of the stuff. I don't cut an awful lot. I time lapse if something I think is a bit repetitive and I've done it once. I might occasionally cut a bit if it's very repetitive, but I try to avoid cutting too much, because people generally in a hard mode save, my experience anyway, is that certainly the people that are vocal enough to comment on a video tend to prefer to see everything, and that's fine with me. So I've got over 200, probably over 230 episodes of hard mode SnowRunner on this channel. Started out just over a year ago. And really enjoying the experience. But yeah, I don't do heavily edited videos where a lot of the content that you might consider to be boring is cut out, because ultimately it's a driving game. Right, that one. Back again. Try not to drive into my Kodiak. Wonder if there's a more direct route, but I don't think it matters anyway. This isn't a bad route, what I'm doing now. Not very far away, is it? Just got to resist the temptation of going too fast for the tyres. Very pretty map, isn't it? I'm UK based, never been to Canada, never been to the States, so it's all new to me. Oops. Overshot slightly. I was trying to look down into that town, see if there's a fuel station. I also don't know if there is a fuel station. I don't know what the price will be. So one of the other things I do is if fuel is $6 or more per litre, I play in litres, play metric system. And if it's more than $6 per litre, I will go and get fuel from another map, usually in the Paystar with a big fuel add-on. So metal rolls next. Loading platform. Full crane, pack cargo. And then after this, there's just 2 lots of bricks, and we're done with that first contract. Interesting choice that the fire station is also the garage. I know this is a fire-based, putting out fires-based DLC. That's the new mechanic, is transporting water to firefight. I'm pretty sure that we don't get actual fire trucks with hoses on them to put fires out. I think it's just delivering water from our perspective. But yeah, that's the new mechanic that I haven't experienced yet. Oh, bit careless. And that brings up the other point. I've also got to find the resupply depot. In hard mode, you don't get your truck repaired every time you put it in the garage. You have to find a resupply depot and then use a vehicle that's got supply points. Repair points. And then we wanted bricks, wasn't it? Bricks. Solar crane. We got all of that done on half a tank of fuel. Not bad. So the other contract was more of a scouting looking one. I think I will use the YAR for that. And if this gives me the ability to buy a exploration trailer, pretty sure that's what I'll do. I don't think I've used the YAR since Kola Peninsula, maybe? I did use it in Yukon a little bit. Didn't use it much. I took over, started using the Ford a lot in Yukon. Love the Ford as an exploration truck. But for a map like this, I think I need the ability to have a trailer attached. I don't use any mods either, so that's another thing. So I know you can get mods that allow you to put a trailer on vanilla trucks that don't support it, but this is a mod-free playthrough. Let's go back in this main door. Go back in the exit, just for fun. The AE is quite nice to drive. Right, stop. Engine off. 2 pallets of bricks and presumably some little cutscene to restore something in this garage. I know. Wasn't a cutscene, but it did fix up that trailer store. And 10 grand in the bank. Always useful. That basically covers my deployment fee for the 3 trucks I've brought in so far. It's got a clean looking building, isn't it, for SnowRunner? Usually, even when they've been repaired, they look like a dilapidated wreck. Accept that, and let's have a quick look at the map and what I've exposed so far. So that warehouse shows me what it's got left. Limited supply of lots of things. Fine. Doesn't show me anything in that town yet though, does it? So I'm not seeing a fuel station yet. I don't know where the corner of the map is in this direction either. Zone 1. Right, so let's get back in the garage. We will get the YAR. Don't need to change. Oh, actually, I will change those chains and stick the mud tires back on. I don't want those really. Or those. No, I'll just stick the ones I've already got. Don't need to pay money out. And then other than that, I'm happy with the setup of that. We'll come out, check our fuel situation. Make sure we're full up. It looks like we are. Yeah, the YAR is full. Although I'm assuming that if I buy the exploration trailer, it'll be empty, so I'll loop around and fill up that. Oh, there's trailers in there. You know, they're display models, aren't they? They're not trailers I can connect to and use, because they would show up on the map if they were, and they don't. So, yeah, okay, fine. Trailer, prototype exploration unit, $5,800, and I do need one of these, I think. There may be one on the map, I'm not sure. I haven't done enough research to find out. Refuel, I'm assuming that trailer's empty. Yes, it is. So I'll just back her up a little bit. We'll grab some fuel out of this fuel bunker. So where am I going to go? We've got to make it to this zone. I really want to have a little look in this town. What I might do is run the radar here, because I don't know what's in this corner of the map anyway. I think my engine's got to be running, isn't it? For the radar to activate. Oh, I had a problem with this before. There's a particular key you have to press, and I can't remember what it is. It's been a while since I've used the radar, because I didn't use it in Yukon or Wisconsin. There's a particular key. I'm going to have to put my hood on because I don't know. Activate the radar, and then it's Y. Fine. Help the evacuees discovered. So I found one task with that anyway. Before I forget, I'll grab that 20 litres of fuel that I've just used, so that I'm still full and good to go. And then we can have a little look at this. Okay, so I still haven't found the bottom of the map. Found the edge, which is, so it's worth the fuel. I've found how far away I am from the edge. I think before going off in a westerly direction, I think I'm just going to come up and scan this town. The evacuees. And we'll tag, and then we'll come back and head along this road. probably go to the watchtower and then up to that zone 1. May as well use watchtowers to give me free data. And then the other thing is, so hard mode, you can't skip daylight, but I do that by reloading. So what's going to happen now is my driver needs a rest break because he's been working since 6 a.m. and you know what the rules are like. You're not allowed to drive 24 hours a day. So my driver doesn't drive 24 hours a day in game either. So I am now going to have a rest break and skip to daylight, and I will see you guys when I get back. Right, we're back. Welcome back. It's now almost 6:30 in the morning. So let's get on up this road into that town and get a good scan of that side of the map. I do that night skipping thing just because I quite enjoy it. I don't mind driving in the dark myself, but it makes pretty unwatchable content on YouTube. So hard mode, you can't skip day. New game plus mode, there are more options like permaday and so on. But yeah, this save was created before then, and it is a hard mode save. It's not a new game plus save. So I can't skip time, but I can wait it out by reloading my save, basically. So I just maybe call it a little bit of role playing. My driver takes a rest break. Simple as that. You would in the real world. Police department. I see a fuel station up ahead. I can see it already. I just want to get far enough up the road that it's worth doing a scan. So there's no point doing a scan until I get to maybe here-ish. But there's a fuel station there, so we'll check out how much the fuel is. Seems like this is the thing I was after. There's a contest there as well. I'm not a big fan of contests. I don't like the pressure of them. But right, how much is fuel? Oh, $2 a litre. Oh, that makes life easy. I'll fill up anyway, but... Right, I'm not going to... Decision. I'm not going to go up to there because I want to get back on with this zones thing. So I'm going to double back and basically come to this watchtower and then head up to that zone 1. Because I'd like to get... Even if I don't get the dairy unlocked in this episode, I'd like to get to the point that I'm ready to unlock it and I know where it is. There's loads of people in my comments have told me that that dairy is a cracking truck and that this is a really good DLC, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Not driven the yard for a while. I do quite like it. The Tatterin is the kind of go anywhere scout, and I will probably use that extensively in a Muir. It drowns a lot, and I think there's water on this map, so I didn't use it a lot in... I didn't use it at all in Wisconsin. And then my real go-to scout, like I say, is the Ford F750, which is just a dream to drive. Nice and fast, nice and stable, go anywhere. But can't take a trailer. And because I don't need chains, I don't know if I'll bring it here. I might just mix it up and use this. Right, so where was that? There was a task along here somewhere that I'd unlocked. This one I just want to tag it as I go past. And any other tasks that I see as I'm driving around. Motorhome park. Caravan park. Help the evacuees. Please help us, friend. We had to evacuate quickly, so we abandoned our trailer in a hurry and left some personal belongings behind. Bring the trailer here and we'll make it worth your while. $7 grand. No problem. I should have killed my engine then, but let's see where that is. Activate it. Okay. Oh, so I've got to find it up there a bit. Fine. Let's push on to this watchtower. 650 meters ahead. Don't see any other tasks to tag in there. Remind myself. Okay, so it's not always on all-wheel drive. Diff is always on. The road's a little bit muddier than it looks. Let's tag this task. There's also a loading zone in there for a pipe. I guess that's water. Is that somewhere you can load up water? There's a water trailer there as well. Look. A reward of a... Oh, Scout 800. I sold mine early on in Michigan because I was kept tipping it over. Can you imagine? I worked in the middle of the fire, and when it got really hot, I ran away and left my car behind. Luckily, it wasn't in the fire. Could you bring it here, please? For a price, obviously. So 5.5 grand, and it sounds like he's going to give us his burnt out Scout 800 coin. Undecided whether I'll keep it or just sell it again. I'm going to go in. Looks like this is a, yeah, so that's a water loading zone. So that's a new mechanic for me. Well, for all of us. And then this looks like a water trailer that I'm assuming is mine. Does that show up here now? Yeah, water carrier trailer. That's my trailer. I've got to get across this river. I want to get back to there and then ford the river across that line. By the look of it. And I'm not going to do a scan. How big's the area? I don't know how big the area of that watchtower is. Not going to do a scan just yet, though. Let's see if I can turn around. Maybe I'd just go straight down through there. May not be a good idea. I don't suppose this is deep enough to bother the Tatter in, but yeah, I figured that this map, from the little bits I've seen of other people's playthroughs, because I didn't play this in public test at all, because I like to not have, I like to not spoil it for myself too much. Which doesn't mean that I don't appreciate comments giving me advice, because I do. I very much appreciate backseating, if you like. Call it that. That's the phrase, but I don't mean that in a derogatory term. I'm quite happy to have people make suggestions because community engagement is what YouTube's all about. I made this channel just over a year ago, and I wouldn't still be doing it if it wasn't for the community engagement. Ooh, did I zig when I should have zagged? Looks like I'll have to cross the water again, assuming that's possible. And stay out of these ruts and make a bit more progress. Right, what's this ford look like? Probably not too bad. Standard approach for me on any new map is I like to do as much scouting as I can to work out which roads need to be opened up, because then you have an idea of the logistics options you've got, which warehouses have which product, what routes you can use to be more efficient, and so on. So I probably will do a fair bit of scouting, but I've just got to hanker in to unlock that dairy. And it's the first 2 contracts that you get anyway, so this is the obvious progression that people are going to be doing. I didn't record this at the time of recording now. This has been out for a week, and I didn't record last week. I didn't come straight here when it was released, because I kind of wanted to give viewers a chance to play it themselves, because some people don't want to watch spoilers, myself included. So hopefully people have had a bit of a dabble with this before seeing this, and if you're watching this because you don't mind spoilers and you haven't played it yourself yet, then that's fine and you've got that choice. But what I didn't want to do is put a video out that people avoided because they were trying to avoid spoilers. But if you've watched my channel for a while, you know I'm not going to be rushing through it. It's just, it'll take as long as it takes. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm assuming I'll go up through there. Get to that watchtower this way. Get through there, looks like. What I might do though is drop this trailer here, go in without the trailer, then I won't have to worry about turning it around in there, and then we'll push up to the objective. So first watchtower in Ontario for me. Water boom 1, caring for tourists far, far away. Watch the cutscene. Nice terrain. Very scenic. Big radio mast over there I can see in the distance. And then we'll see what that's given us on the map. So there's an upgrade. Don't know what that's for. Water boom. That still hasn't found the south edge of the map, unless that's a very edge of a straight line there. Maybe. Don't know. Doesn't look like it because that road's going somewhere. So yeah, we haven't found the south edge of the map yet. Potentially this watchtower would give us that. But we're now going to go up to zone 1. Which looks like grab the trailer, rejoin this trail, and then forward again here. And that'll take us to zone 1. I won't worry about going off-piste to pick up all of these tasks yet. I know that means I'll have to come back, but this is a sort of initial scouting and recon, and then we'll do some detailed scouting later. Enjoying this. Nice map so far. I'll probably use the radar scan when we get to this zone 1 area, because that's out of the coverage of the watchtower we just did, and I don't think there's another one near it, so that'll give us a view of what's in the area. I'm going to stay out of the ruts because they are a bit stickier than they look. Right, see what this ford is like. It's a bit deeper, isn't it? That looks like the obvious path. Not found any traps yet. But hey, we know these devs, there will be traps. That's what makes it fun. And frustrating. They go hand in hand, right? For me, if the game was easy, it wouldn't be interesting. The fact that it's a challenge is what makes it fun. Don't know if I took the right route there, whether I should be more downstream. Yeah, it looks like the actual crossing point was the other side of this little island. Oh well. Getting there now. So this is the first bit of burnt forest that we've encountered. Let's just see from the map if I can see which way to go. Yeah, that kind of, to me, that looks like right turn Clyde is a better option. Because the main trail looks like it's heading away. Can we get through there? Oh, the trailer's caught on something. Get a bit of winch help. Go. Okay, so maybe the road would have been a better route, but this has worked. So far. Again, trailer stuck on something, I think. Whatever it's stuck on doesn't want to give. Weird, isn't it? Let's just get the zone for a minute. Cool. And then we'll see if we can drag that trailer out. So is that a repairable building? Or is that just a burnt out mess? I don't think my winch is going to reach there, is it? Nope. I don't want to drive over that metalwork because that's the suspension deleting looking type of prop. Let's get back up on that muddy bank. Looks quite bleak, doesn't it? All the burnt out trees. See if I can pull this out on a rope. Doesn't want to give. Can't jerk it free. I have to pull it back the other way and get a slightly different angle on it. Sometimes just reattaching it will snap it loose. Did it? Right then. That was a bit of a mess, but we're free. So that is engine off. Handbrake on. Activate the radar and we'll do a scan here. Water boom 3, water boom 4. Let's see what that showed us on the map. Burned log station. Zone 2 is my next target. Is that the dairy? Dairy there. Looks like, doesn't it? It's not flagging a task on it though. Oh, it's a contract anyway, isn't it? I know it's a contract because I looked at that at the start. Okay. So obviously zone 2 is the next place to go. Let's have a quick look. Zone 2, zone 3, and zone 4, and then probably up to this watchtower. And then that gives us access to Gateway, which gives us the next map, as well as opening up the task to recover. Pretty sure that's the dairy. So I'm just going to have a quick look at that, see if that is the dairy. I've also got to think about fuel, because I don't know if that's the only fuel station on the map, but that's the only one we found so far, so I don't want to be running out. I'll probably need something. It's on its side, isn't it? That's got to be the dairy, but I need something to bring fuel here anyway. Yeah, that's the dairy. That must be what we need to recover or repair, because it's a contract reward. It's not one that's just mined by driving up to it. Otherwise I would have driven up to it. Okay, so I am going to have to wrap this episode here, because I've been recording long enough for this to be edited down to my normal sort of length episode. But I think I'm going to keep on playing and record the next one now. So obviously I won't have seen any comments from episode 1 by the time you guys see episode 2, because I'm going to record it right away because I'm enjoying this. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope to see you in the next episode. But in the meantime, thank you very much and goodbye.